This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Double Handful special. The road to the Kentucky Derby starts here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm delighted to be joined by my co-host for the American start tonight, all the way from Illinois, Monica McCarthy. I can see she's there, sporting a rather fetching red headband. Monica, are you there?
Yes, I'm here with my red headband.
Fantastic. Monica, how are you today? Everything okay?
Everything's good.
Jolly good.
It's lovely.
Right, what we're going to do tonight then is we're just going to take a look at the two races that are worth 50 points each on the road to the Kentucky Derby. They're at a place I'm not really familiar with that you're going to tell me a little bit about in a minute, called Fairgrounds. Let's hope it is. And then we're going to get cracking. The first race I understand we're going to look at is the fillies, and who's named after a famous racehorse, Grade 2, the Rachel Alexandra Stakes, Monica.
Yes. Race 13 is the Rachel Alexandra Stakes. It's sponsored by Fasig-Tipton, and it is a $300,000 purse. It's going a mile and 16th on the dirt, of course. Race 13 starts at 5:48 p.m. Central Standard Time, which I'm lucky because that's my time zone. So there's going to be 7 fillies in the starters. These are worthy points for the Oaks. There's 5 spots for points. The first place winner will receive 50 points. The second place will be 25 points. The third place will go for 15 points. The fourth place will go for 10 points. And fifth place will have 5 points awarded to them.
Ah, fantastic. You're already ahead of me then, because I've got 8 runners on my list. Which one's a non-runner then, Monica? Have you got any scratches on there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got number 1 is Tarifa. Number 2 is Pinnock. Number 3 is Perfect Shot. Number 4 is Intricate. Number 5 is Alpine Princess. I've got number 6 is Vivi's Dream. And number 7 is West Omaha.
Yeah, I see what I've done there. I've miscounted. I've actually got 7.
Okay, that's good.
Really good.
Okay, we're on the same page, and that's a good thing.
They are all definitely running. So, Monica, Fairgrounds. Whereabouts is Fairgrounds?
The Fairgrounds is in New Orleans, Louisiana. Like I said, these races are both grade 2s. Fairgrounds kind of explains what it is. They use it as the state fairgrounds as well. It's down in Louisiana in New Orleans. This race here for the fillies is the Rachel Alexandra Stakes, and Rachel Alexandra was the 2009 Horse of the Year. She had a very interesting run. Her program, she blew out most of her races. She won everything in her division as a filly. She won the Oaks. She won a race called the Martha Washington. And those wins were like by 10 and 20 links. I mean, she, is a super horse. Some people called her a freak. When you get a really good horse, they call it a freak. She was owned by a different individual with a different trainer. She had the same jockey from when she started racing till the last race that she won, which is the jockey was Calvin Burrell. He's also from Louisiana, which is kind of ironic. Then there was a man that owned Stone Street Stables, and he offered to buy Rachel after her first win. And so then Rachel put on a different color or different pattern of silks and became a Stone Street horse. Also, she foaled two horses. The first one she foaled was with and also another Stone Street horse by the name of Curlin, which is also a horse of the year in 2008. They're both owned by Stone Street. Curlin is still in stud. He has a really nice fee to use him as a stud service. Also, she also had, the first one was a colt. His name was Jess's Dream. Stone Street Stables came out with a program where they asked the public to help name this horse. And unfortunately, at that time, the owner was fighting cancer, and he did pass away. And so everybody voted and whatnot, and they decided Jess's Dream would be the name for Rachel's first foal. Now, Jess's Dream only ran one race, and then they retired him for stud. And his bar name was Taco. Unfortunately, Jess's Dream just passed away about 6 days ago with laminitis. They had to euthanize him. And unfortunately, Jess's Dream, son of Rachel Alexandra, succumbs to laminitis. Jess's Dream, a former Florida stallion who was the first foal produced by 2009 Horse of the Year and Hall of Famer Rachel Alexandra, has been euthanized due to the effects of laminitis. Stone Street announced via social media on Sunday. The homebred son of Curlin was 12. And that was quite the shocker for everybody.
It was
that
very sad for Connections. But like I said to you when we spoke about it the other day, I think they did their best by him. They did well with him. You know, they marketed it. They marketed him well. Oh, Monica, before we continue, can you rotate your phone a bit, please? Your camera's come back on the small screen after you closed it down to read that. Perfect, thank you. I mean, they marketed him really well. They said he was the only horse at stud in America to be by a classic winner, out of a classic winner at the time. You know, he sired over 200 foals in his career. Very small crops, but two of them did win a stakes race. You know, the horse did manage to sire two individual stakes winning horses. You know, so there's some stallions that never do that. But yeah, the horse sadly lost his life to laminitis this week in the week of his race, named after his mother. Is Rachel Alexandra no longer with us as well then, Monica?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Rachel Alexandra, is she no longer with us as well?
No, she's very much alive. She lives at Stone Street Stables in Kentucky. They every year, at least a couple times a year, they have a program where they have a lottery. She's so popular that they can't have that many people there, and everybody wants to see Rachel Alexandra, so they have a lottery. And if you're a lucky one, then you get picked to go tour Stone Street, with also being able to see, they bring Rachel out and you get to pet her and all that, you know, you get to interact with Rachel. And they have tours there, you know, in the spring and summer all the time, but you don't always get to see Rachel Alexander. And she's very much alive and well. She has a couple other mares that are retired that they all are in a little band together, and Rachel's, calling the shots, of course. But she also had a second foal named Rachel's Valentina that she was a graded stakes winner in her own right. And she's also in the broodmare band at Stone Street Stables, Rachel's Valentina, and she is still active in the foaling seasons and whatnot, and has produced some good racehorses. Now, Rachel, when she foaled Rachel's Valentina, she did have some trouble with colic, and so she retired from foaling sound, but they have no plans whatsoever to put her in foal again to anyone. Rachel's Valentina is by Bernardini, which is no longer with us. She's got some, a good bloodline as well as Jess's Dream.
Got our mum's bloodline. That's all that matters. Got our mum's bloodline. That's all that matters, really. So yeah,
Yes.
so yeah, there's some fantastic insight there from Monica. So people, if you're listening, just Rachel's Valentino, go and Google and follow the progeny. But regarding this race, we're going to take a look at these 7 runners now, Monica, I think.
My picks. Hello.
We're going to take a look at the 7 runners now. After that brief cameo. And we're going to start, obviously, at the top. You said you've listed them already. We take a look at the first one, which I think is an interesting one. Tarifa. What do you make of Tarifa, Monica?
Well, Tarifa, looks like she's working out well. She just had a workout on February 10th. She ran 4 furlongs at 48.20 seconds, and that was in a group of 119, and she was 11th. So, and that's at the fairgrounds. So she, had a good workout, pretty standard. She has the trainer Brad Cox. Her jockey's going to be Flavian Pratt, and the owner, drumroll, is Godolphin. She, on January 20th, she ran an allowance race at the fairgrounds with a speed figure of 91. She won her debut this year. She's had 3 career starts and 2 firsts. So she's by Bernardini out of Kite Beach by Osmagin. I noticed that her second dam had a graded 2 win. What do you think about this, Tarifa?
I never noticed that. I didn't write that down. Tarifa, well, it's an interesting one for me. We've had a couple on this dam line 26. It's the dam line of Tisnow and Oxbow, 2 classic winners themselves. And one of them last year won trials, didn't it? Age of Empires won 2 trials on this line, dam number 26. But if people was to take a look at Age of Empires, I think from memory we were going back to, say, the 7th or the 8th dam on that line. This here is very closely related to Tisnow, the great Tisnow, this horse. The second dam is a half-sister to Tisnow. The third dam is the dam of Tisnow. And she is also the second dam of Oxbow. So we are very close here to the best of this line here. So, as you say, the horse has never raced at pattern level, though, has it? The second dam, I found another stallion as well that sadly died called Painter. He signed a few good ones as well. He's the sire of Nick's Go, I know that much. And he sadly died not so long ago, 2018 or something. This horse here, I mean, if it's well bred, if it steps up into pattern company, it could take some beating. It's got a very nice pedigree. You mentioned the connections, Godolphin. Will they have better than this? Quite possibly. I mean, I saw the pedigree of Pretty Mischievous last year. It's incredible. There might be a sister to that going round. There could be a sister to Maxfield going round. There could be a sister to Essential Quality going round. But this is a good yardstick for him. I think it's more than capable of doing something in this race. Very interesting horse, closely related to Tisnow. Yeah, very interesting. The second one, Pennick, sorry. Even though it's unbeaten, I don't really fancy it. It's never ran at pattern level. I noticed that Connections did pay $200,000 for it. It's from a line 13, Dam line 13, and I couldn't really find any good horses closely related to it. I had a look. The only one I could really find is that the horse is from the family of 1990 and 1991 Eclipse Champion Sprinter in America, a horse called Housebuster. A horse I've never heard of, to be fair to it. I just don't fancy it, Monica. How am I wrong on this horse? Am I wrong? What's the verdict on it, Pennick?
I didn't really fancy it either. $200,000 for a horse is just pretty standard. I mean, it's not nothing to write home about per se, but I mean, it's not. I mean, you can have a really good horse and pay $10,000 for it, but I mean, $200,000 would be pretty standard price for a horse.
Yeah, but I looked at the first three. I looked at the first 3 or 4 dams of it. None of them had won any graded races. I looked for relatives. I couldn't find any. I looked for current stallions on the dam line. I couldn't find any. I'm struggling. So for me, this might be a good horse. But there's not much evidence to suggest it is going to be. It could be.
I kind of just tossed that. I tossed that one. I don't.
You don't fancy it, eh? Well, no, I was the same really as in this sort of race. It'll probably win now. The next one, I don't know about this one. It's quite a well-bred horse, Perfect Shot. What do you make of this one?
Yeah, I like it's got a nice chance with Joel Rosario for the jockey. It's owned by Whisper Hill Farm. Steve Asmussen, he's the jockey or the trainer for it. I think it does have some good bones to it. What do you think, Paul?
I think they've been unlucky with it on the dam line. People could say, if they look at the form of it, it's been beaten in a listed race on its last start, and this is a grade 2. This horse has got plenty to find on form. And they could be right to think that. Again, $265,000 at the sales. Perfectly reasonable figure. 23B is the dam line. There's some of these horses have been good that have died really early before they've had a chance to breed anything. I got as far back as the third dam. The third dam is also the dam of the 1991 champion 2-year-old filly and 1992 Kentucky Oaks placed Perfect Stage, who's unfortunately died at age 3 in 1992 at the end of that season. So again, we never really got to see if the pedigree was breeding any other good horses. The fourth dam, well, she actually won the California Oaks. And also there's a horse in there, and she's also the dam of a horse that won 2 Grade 1 races called A Phenomenon. And that horse again suddenly died age 4 in 1984. So again, the horse had won 2 Grade 1 winners, never got a chance to breed anything before it died. Who knows? And there's a horse in there called Seattle Meteor as well, which was a fair horse as well. There's classic horses in the main ones I could find recently. I'll Have Another. That won a classic somewhere in America. A horse called I'll Have Another. And the horse that won the 1984 Country Club of America Oaks winner called Class Play. But people look at the form of it. These people paid $265,000 for this horse. I bet before it ran, they probably thought they had a good horse. But the more it runs, the more it just seems to fall short. It needs to step up sooner or later, doesn't it? This will be its 5th start, and the best it's managed so far is a listed race second. It's got lots to find, doesn't it? What do you make of it?
Yeah, I don't really have much to add to this one, Paul.
Yeah, it's a funny one. It took me a while to suss it out. Then I thought, I think it's quite unlucky with this one, this damn line. A lot of them are these two races that we're covering here. I mean, what I don't know whether any of them will be any good in the Kentucky Derby. I wouldn't say they're the strongest races. I think you are right. The next one we're going to take a look at is one that actually brings some form to the table at last. We're only at the fourth horse out of 7. And that is the winner of the Group 2 Goldenrod Stakes on her last start, Intricate. I mean, she looks to have an obvious form chance, Monica. What did you find out about
her? Tyler Gaffleon's going to be riding her, owned by Bradley Thoroughbreds, Laura Lee Stable, Scott Cranbron Equine LLC. Brendan Walsh has this horse in his training. He'll do a good job with this horse. What about the pattern on this horse?
Well, yeah. I mean, I looked at it because I thought it's got good form chance, so there must be got to try and make some sort of case for it. I mean, I was struggling on a line 21A. Yeah, it's a victory for perseverance, this horse. It's one of them where if people think, if it turns out to be really good, then people have had to go back a long way in the pedigree to find out why. I had to go back to the 6th dam, really. The 6th dam was foaled in 1965, a mare called Shy Dancer. She's the 2nd dam of the 1980 champion 2-year-old filly, Heavenly Cause. And also, she's the 6th dam of Monomoy Girl. So the ceiling of this horse is quite high. If she's as good as Monomoy Girl is, she's going to be good, isn't she? Mm-hmm. And then I found she was also the 2nd dam of the 1989 Eclipse runner-up in the UK, that was. And then the horse actually went to America and won the 1991 Breeders' Cup Mile. So that must have been as a 5-year-old or something, because you can't run in the Eclipse under 3. And the former stallion called Open in Verse. And then I noticed again, I had to put it in there if people go back far enough. The 8th dam Bashful, she won the 1922 Country Club of America Oaks. An interesting horse. It's one of them that people go back to the beginning of the century, they've got a good horse on their hands. The horse has shown some good form. It's won a Group 2 already, So this horse is obviously decent, isn't it, at this level? So what people need to try and establish now is what is the ceiling of this horse? Can it improve? And if you've got horses like Monomoy Girl in the pedigree, and the 1980 champion 2-year-old filly and the Breeders' Cup Mile winner, you've got some horses in there that prove until no otherwise. Now, I'd say this is one of the more obvious ones. You've got the other ones we've looked at so far need to step up, don't they, on form? At least this one's one on the level, one at the level it's been asked to run at tonight. It must have a chance, Monica, mustn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, the next one I think as well is interesting. Alpine Princess. That's won 3 out of 5 races, and it's a listed winner. So it's won a pattern race, and now it's heading for its first graded race. That's not this season. They actually tried it at Group 1 level last year, and it was well beaten at 2. I mean, what do you make of this one, Monica?
Well, she's owned by Full of Run Racing 3 LLC and also Madacat Stables LLC. She's trained by Brad Cox. Her jockey is going to be Florent Giraud. I don't know who she's by. I don't know who her pedigree's by. Who's her sire?
Again, I don't look at stallions, do I? I know the horse cost $190,000. And if people are keeping track on that, I forgot to mention that Intricate cost $280,000. And Alpine Princess, this one, $190,000. Family 4D. I mean, I had to go back a long way to tie it into any classic horses. Whether this is a classic horse or not, I'll be surprised. You know, I had to go back all the way to the 4th dam, Cosmic Tiger. She was a Group 1 place, Group 3 winner. That was the only one of the first 5 dams I could find that had done anything on the track. And then I had an absolute nightmare trying to find it on my legacy site. It took me about 20 minutes. I must have scrolled through it 2, 3 or 4 times looking for horses.
Wow.
Going back 20 years at a time to try and find it. In the end, I had to go back to the 9th dam of the horse, Your Hostess.
Oh, wow.
But then there's a nice big fat section after that. You've got horses like Caracalero that won the 1974 French Derby. Secreto, a famous UK Derby winner from 1984. You've got Majestic Prince, a horse that won the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness in 1969. Real Quiet did the same in 1998. Daiwa Major and Daiwa Scarlet in Japan, classic winners. Daiwa Major is still going round as a stallion now. He actually sired the winner of the Japanese the French St. Leger this year, a work timer horse called Bugle Major. It looks quite good. But to me, I think, I don't know, it's not got much there recently. But I think we'll find out tonight whether it's a classic horse or not. And if it turns out to be good enough to win this race, I think it'll easily stay 1.5 miles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looking at all these Derby winners in it, like Secreto. In 1974, the French Derby was rode over 1.5 miles. It's had the pedigree in the past. It's got the speed of Kentucky Derby and Preakness winners closely to it. A lot of obviously bad horses as well, but you've got to pick the best. You know, we're not looking to pick the worst horses on the line. Else we wouldn't get anywhere, would we? But to me, I think the ceiling of this horse could be quite high. But to me, I prefer the other one above it. Intricate to me, if I'm honest. It wouldn't surprise me if this one ran quite well as well, to be honest. In what to me looks a fairly average race. People might say that if Rachel Alexandra was fit now, they could wheel her out and she'd probably finish in the first 3. You could argue that. You could argue that. On to the next one. BV's Dream. This is another tricky one for me. I think this one is the most exposed runner in the field. You know, it won a Group 3 at 2, the Pocahontas Stakes, and then it ran in one of the Grade 1s I looked at last year. I looked at 5 or 6 fillies Group 1s, and it was absolutely, it didn't look up to the level that day. So I think the horse is going to have to improve to get involved in Group 1 company at 3 after falling short at 2. It cost £190,000 at the sales. Before I go into the pedigree too much, what do you make of the horse, Monica? Have you got anything to add to this one?
Not really. Brian Joseph Fernandez Jr. is going to be her jockey. She's owned by MJM Racing and Magdalena Racing, trained by Kenny McPeak.
Oh, it's your mate, McPeak and Hernandez, the upset merchants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've flagged them up in a few shows that we've done in the past, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right. And so it's one of them. Are they local to the track then, Fairgrounds? Then McPeak, do you know where he trains off the top of your head?
I don't think so.
No. So I know America, they like that. They have local tracks. So really, you have to say that any horse that he sends, people have to respect, yeah, in these sort of races.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't know that. I remember you telling me about them too. The horse in the pedigree though, 17B family line. Second dam was half decent. Second dam is a half sister to a Group 1 and a triple Group 3 winning stallion called Cupid. But he only sired 7 individual stakes winners. I say only, that's still quite good. But we can find more than that. Third dam was a Grade 2 place listed winner. And I had to go. I couldn't try it into any classic horses really. The ninth dam of the horse, Gallarette, was the 1946 champion handicap mare when that's how they used to rate him in America, innit? Before they had a pattern. To me, others look to have more potential than this one. Monica, what do you think?
I don't have much on this one.
No, I can sort of I see why that really I had to struggle. Right, well, I'll let you start with the last runner of the race, Monica. West Omaha. What views have you got on West Omaha?
West Omaha. Owners Gary and Mary West. Brad Cox has her as a trainer, and she's going to be ridden by Louis Saez. So that's kind of a interesting historical combination with Gary Mary West and Louis Saez. Kind of reminds me of Maximum Security a little bit, but different horse, different race. But Omaha.
I wouldn't know what damn line Maximum Security was on. I wasn't looking at him when he was racing. She could be related to it.
No, I just meant just the connections of Gary and Mary West.
The 6th and the 7th dam might be the same. I don't know. I've not looked.
Yeah,
I suppose I might have noticed if I looked at the horse and I didn't notice. But yeah,
the first thing I think of is Omaha Beach.
Yeah, well, yeah, the stallion a bit, yeah. Well-bred horse, definitely. I mean, what do you make of the horse? Do you think he's got a chance? How's it been working out? Have you got any information on anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got a decent chance. I don't know per se if it's got the chance, but I don't know. What are you thinking about this horse?
Well, to me, I never look at the form of the horse. You know, form is temporary, class is permanent. I look at the horse and I think, well, how can it improve? What's the ceiling of the horse before? And this one here is interesting. I think they've all got so much to prove, though. I suppose that's what trials are for, isn't it? You know,
it's especially at this stage. I mean, we're just starting to get into the meat and potatoes of the points races, and so you're going to see either the form's going to come out one way or another, whether it's going to be a good candidate down the line or it's not going to be so much.
Yeah, I mean, this one here, the third dam of it, Cool Now, she was decent. Group 1 placed, Group 2 winning 2-year-old, the third dam of the horse herself. You know, she's also the second dam of Group 1, Group 2 and Group 3 winning stallion Tapizar, a former stallion. I don't know if you remember that horse, Tapizar.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a sad story. It died after an accident in his quarantine barn. In 2020, they sold the stallion. He was ready to move. He was getting his quarantine to be ready to be moved to Japan to continue his stallion career, and the horse sadly died in his quarantine barn in 2020. Well, so he never got to sire any horses in Japan, which just goes to show some of the risk involved in unsettling some of these stallions. You know, the fourth dam, the fourth dam of the horse is also the dam of 1991 Hollywood Derby and multiple Group 2 winner. And she was also fourth in the Preakness, he was, called Olympio. And that was a stallion as well, who sadly died in 2011. But they've got their own little section here. There's not much on this line, just them two. But if people go back far enough, if they go on a big long journey, they get back all the way back to a horse foaled in 1878 called Atalanta. And she is actually the foundation mare of dam line 8H. You know, this horse is on 8D. So there's been lines on there's been dams that have produced so many good horses that they've had to open up their new dam line just for her. Do you know what I mean? Atalanta. She's got her own dam line, 8H. It's all down to her. So if people go back far enough, that's where they end up. I think you mentioned the connections. They're shrewd. They know what they're doing. You know, this might be the best one they've got. They're not as well blessed as Godolphin, where they've probably got 10 or 12 or 14 to choose from, or other breeders with maybe have two in the next race that we might be talking about in a bit. You know, this might be their leading classic filly, and if it is, why can't it pick up 10 points here for finishing third at worst. 50, 20 and 10, like you said. I think looking at the pedigree, what I've seen, I think they'll be disappointed if they leave here with no point. With her. I do think that. But to me, it's not the strongest race. I didn't find anyone that I thought, wow, if this wins tonight, I'm recording a video tomorrow. Whoa, I can't wait. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not that sort of race where they've captured my imagination to that extent. But it's a Grade 2 race that needs winning in its own right, though, named after a legendary American filly. And I'm sure some years it will. Obviously, it's quite a new race because the filly hasn't been retired that long. But I imagine in years to come, the race will eventually start throwing some proper top-class Oaks fillies. Maybe some Kentucky Oaks winners have already won the race before. I don't know. I don't look at things like that. But it's what I like about these two races is they're not. I don't mind swearing. It's my own fucking organisation. I was going to say they haven't shit on the fillies. Both races are Grade 2. And I talk about that to you quite a lot, don't I? And I always say, I don't like the way why is the fillies race a Grade 2 and the Colts race a Grade 1? Load of bollocks. At least they've not done that with these two races. Equal footing to the Colts and equal footing to the fillies. And that is how it always should be.
And Miss Rachel, she beat the boys in the Preakness.
I'm sure she did. I'm sure she absolutely battered them, getting weight allowances as well. Yeah. She'd have beat
went up in first and never let go of that first.
One of our friend and colleague Steve Allpress. One of his bugbears is Philly's weights for age. He absolutely despises it, and it's races like that. Rachel Alexandra to beat them off level weights. But to give her weight allowance as well. If you get a good filly against a good colt, the colt has to be good to beat it because the filly's always getting a little bit of weight. Our friend and colleague Steve Allpress absolutely despises that. I think he might have backed a few colts against a few fillies. Who knows? But right, regarding selections for the race, Monica, we're going to come back with some selections for both races after we've looked at the second race. What I will do now is I will give us both an opportunity to have a little break of, say, a minute and a half or something, and I will put the introduction screen back up so we can get our notes together, get our papers together, and that for the next race, and then we'll come back. But for now, everybody, can I just say thank you very much for supporting this recording. We will give you some selections at the end, but you read between the lines. It's obvious which ones we think are going to run well and which ones aren't. We'll be back shortly. Monica, thank you very much for finding the time to take this recording, and I will put the introduction screen up now. Take care, everybody, and we'll be back shortly. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon, so please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. And welcome back. Monica's just on a break at the moment. I'll jump back in to save you all watching for so long that black empty screen. I'll do a quick plug of Classic Watch 24 just to fill in the time while Monica will be back shortly. Classicwatch24.great/site.net. People will see that if they go there now, there's some horses from Australia, the USA and Japan on there now. So the site is moving forward slowly but surely. We've actually had 2 horses lose already. USA horse Fierceness was beaten the other week. Monica enjoyed telling me that. And we had a Japanese horse, Janta Manta, which worryingly is the one that's related to a City of Troy. They've managed to get that beat as well already, which is not exactly what we wanted. What we're doing today is we're just looking at the fairground trials. We've done the Rachel Alexandra Stakes, and we're about to do the Risen Star Stakes as soon as our host Monica McCarthy is ready back in Illinois. She'll be back with us shortly. The reason I'm waffling like this is because if I stop the recording and start it, I will have to edit them both together before I upload them, and that will take a lot of time. And there's only 3 hours until the start of the race the Rachel Alexandra Stakes actually starts in 3 hours. So hopefully we'll have a couple of hours after we finish recording after this. And then that'll give me a chance to upload everything and do everything here. I think there's movement over in Illinois. I think we're nearly ready. Classic Watch 2024. There's a few horses on there already, and I think Monica is coming back shortly. So I will continue to fill. At the moment until Monica is ready. Interesting audio emanating from Illinois there. It's not going out. So yes, this is just a bit of a staying in the live video. It is what it is. Classic Watch 2024 with the USA horses. We'll take a look at the USA horses already on it just to kill a bit of time, to give Monica a bit more time over in Illinois. Oh, she's back now. I think let's have a look, see what's going on. Hang on. Can't see you. What's going on? Where are you? All I can see is a bit. Oh, there you are. I can see your hand. Ah, nice, nice pair of feet there. I'm assuming they're yours. Okay. I was going to say you got some. Right, you're back now. Okay. So I've just had to fill in there because obviously if I stopped the video, it took so long to edit and that. So to be honest, I was hoping not to be away for that long. So I'll put this back on now and then we'll get cracking, yeah? Because I'm still listening. So Monica, I understand, is back now in Illinois. So I think we will be able to say hello to Monica again. Monica, are you there?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
fantastic. Right, Monica, welcome back. Right, we're going to crack on with the next race now, a Group 2 race for the Colts. I think the Risen Star Stakes. I mean, this has been a trial for a long time, hasn't it? You know, this race has existed for quite a while. And it normally does throw up something or other that normally runs in one of the big groups. Is there a Louisiana Derby to come or something? 100-point race for this after this or something?
I mean, before?
Is there a 100% 100-point race at Fairgrounds as well later on?
Yeah, the Louisiana Derby.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's the sort of race that these horses are working towards. Then, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there'll be a Louisiana Oaks or the equivalent. It'll probably be called something else though, as well. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the first horse, Monica. I remember you telling me about this one off air, so I'll let you start on this one. Number 1, Tizzy Indy.
Yes. I just want to quickly go over the Risen Stars at G2, a mile and
Yeah,
the
go
eighth.
for it. Fantastic. Yeah, go on.
It goes off. Race 14 goes off at 6:17 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have the same point system: the 50, 25, 15, 10, and 5. First horse here. Number 1 horse is Tizzy Indy. All of these, I believe, are bred in Kentucky. Tizzy Indy also has 2 points already on the tally. Tizzy Indy is by Take Charge Indy out of Tizzy Fever by Tiz Now. His jockey is Jimmy Graham. He's a good one. The trainer is Keith DeSormo, and this colt is owned by Calumet Farms in Kentucky, and also was bred. It's a homebred for them. This horse broke. It took a little bit to break its maiden 4th time out. Had a maiden stakes race, maiden claiming race with a $20,000 tag on it. It's had 7 starts, 1 first, 1 second, 1 third. Its 2024 start, Tizzy Indy, was the Lecomte Stakes, that G3. It was 5th in that race. Also, in the Lecomte, the odds were 61-1. Now it's the morning line is 50-1. It's a long shot. It's had a good workout on February 10th on the dirt with 5 furlongs breezing. It was 15th out of 46 horses that ran or worked out a 5 furlong workout. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, I noticed it's had 7 runs already. This horse.
Mm-hmm. A little more seasoned.
Family 9F. The third dam is also the dam of multiple group winner. It won 3 Group 1s, a horse called Raging Fever. The 5th dam I found is also the dam of a triple Group 1 winner called Sakahuista. Try saying that when you're half asleep. She is the dam of Italian Grade 1 and multiple UK Group 3 and listed winning former stallion Ekra. Sounds like Hamdan horse to me. And the former stallion in Australia and South America called Hussanet. I don't know. People might not know. I didn't know. This is the good stallion. It was a 6-time champion stallion in Chile. and sired 96 individual stakes winners. If people wanted to,
Wow.
they could go all the way back to Bortai. Bortai is a horse foaled in 1942 that brings in a hell of a lot of good horses on this line, 9F. But the form of it is just awful, isn't it? 61 to 1 and 50 to 1 it's going off at these races, It's hard to make a case for it, but there is the odd good horse on this line. Me, I don't fancy it, Monica. I don't, unfortunately. But I think you were telling me you quite like it as an outsider or something in there. Exotic American bets.
I think that'd be a good one to put in for a long shot.
Yeah, well, I don't think it will be in the first 3 or 4 though. So I don't think it is. The
You
next
never
one,
know.
yeah, that's the thing. It's all
That's
right
what
saying
gambling's
that.
all about.
The horse has still got to run all right. Yeah, there's not enough in what I've just said to make me think it's going to run well. If it hadn't been so well beaten last time out at a lower grade, I could probably possibly make a case for it. But they're asking a horse to step up in grade on the left on the back of a bad run, and to me,
Right. From a couple previous races of maiden stakes.
And I think the winner of the Lecomte is in this race anyway. So if people are thinking, well, the next one, number 2, Awesome Router again. Oh my word, I struggled here to find this one. This one's had 6 runs, and that's only been placed in the black type race. This one is beaten in its last 3 starts in claimers, and it costs $77,000. I mean, someone needs to sack their bloodstock agent. Family 9B. Second dam, Malibu Player was a good horse. I can see why it went for that money before it even raced. Malibu Player is a grade 1 and grade 2 winner. Third dam is the dam of multiple pattern winning gelding, Valid. And there's a horse called Sunday Evening, who was foaled in 1947. Again, if you go back far enough on some of these lines, you do get to some good horses at the end. But to me, the form is just not up to standard for me. What do you make of this one, Monica? Awesome Router.
Yeah, it's win back in September of 23 was a maiden stakes race at Louisiana Downs. Its speed figure was 59, and then on 118, its debut for 2024 was it ran third in an allowance optional claimer at the fairgrounds, and the speed rating was 78. So it has improved, but has it improved enough to be in the running for the Risen Star Stakes? That's the big question that I don't think it does. But
Fair enough. I can't disagree. I can't disagree with you.
It's got to step up big time.
Okay, number 3, I'll let you start on this one. Honor Marie.
Okay.
What have we got for that one?
Okay. Let's see here. I got to flip my page. Honor Marie, another Kentucky bred. This horse is one of the 3 that has a Kentucky Derby points victory. It won the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes, a G2 already, back last fall. So it's already got that under its belt, as far as form. It's got the jockey Rafael Berrano. Its trainer is Whitworth Beckman, but he's worked under a couple top trainers, Todd Pletcher. Its speed rating for that Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes was a 98, so that's more in the line of doing well even as a 2-year-old. It's by honor code out of Dan Marie by Smart Strike, so that's some good breeding there. It's had 3 starts, 2 first and 1 second. It's been working out on February 5th. It did a 5 furlong at 1 minute and 1 second. And it was 7th out of 24. It had a bullet work on 121. It's got some good form to it. Like I said, it's already got a G2 win under its belt. What are you thinking? It likes to rally, so it can rally in the race and get up there, whatnot. So what are you thinking about this horse?
Yeah, interesting horse. I think they bought it well. It only cost $40,000. And like you said, it's already won a Group 2, and that's worth more than that. So they've done well with the horse. Very well indeed. Family 3C. The Dams, interesting. The Dam was actually placed in a Group 2 race herself, at her best. And the 4th Dam, called Favoletta, is actually a classic winner. She won the 1971 Irish 1,000 Guineas, which takes some doing any year. If people go back far enough, there's plenty of stamina in this pedigree as well. And they got classic winners. European turf pedigree, though, Monica. I will say that there wasn't many dirt horses entering the equation. Not many Belmont Preakness horses in there. A lot of European classics, in the same way that that Timberlake was related to Al Ricaba, European turf horse. I mean, I can't see how this horse won't be better on turf if it ever gets a chance to run on it. Some of
it
the
might end up being a turf horse.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Some of the classic winners that it's related to, definite 1.5 mile horses like Rule of Law, that won the St Leger for Godolphin, 1 mile 6. Give Thanks, Harry Year, Guineas winners they were. Tinoso won the Derby. Sir Percy won the Derby. And the Dam is also the 3rd Dam of Sacred Life. That's one of them horses that was imported from France to race into America and ended up winning plenty of pattern races. And it was an entire. And someone's similar horse to your horse, the horse that you had a soft spot for, Arklow, But unlike Arklow, this one, Sacred Life, has actually commenced stud duties in 2023. It's never won a Group 1 though. Arklow's won a Group 1. But there is horses that used to race Arklow all the time. Sacred Life did. Imported from France by Siuni. I suppose that's why they've stood it, because Siuni is actually one of the best European sires. So it probably is the only Siuni stallion in America. He might be. And must enter calculations, like you said, on form especially. You noticed it won the Group 2 as well. The horse has won at the grade, hasn't it? And there's plenty of classic winners in the back of the pedigree as well. I can't see why this horse isn't going to run very well. I think it could run a good race, Monica. What do you make of the next one, Sierra Leone? This is the most interesting one for me, but I'll let you go first.
Mm-hmm.
This, to me, is the most interesting one.
Okay. It sold as a yearling for $2.3 million. Sierra Leone. It's a Kentucky bred. Its odds morning line are 4-1. The jockey will be Tyler Gaffleone. Trainer is Chad Brown. And also it's a Magnier Tabor Smith Syndicate horse. It is the one that was in the Remsen and was second, but it was in very last place and moved all the way up to the front in first place, and then it lost the race just by nose. So that's a good thing. It shows it has what it takes almost, but just that was maybe not its race that day, but it looks good. They are going to put blinkers on this horse today and see if that helps, help the horse focus. I like this horse a lot. What are you thinking, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, you refer to the race, the Remsen Stakes. That was a race that was actually won by Dornock, a horse called Dornock, and that is actually a full brother to the horse that won the Kentucky Derby last year, a horse called Mage. So you can't knock that form, can you? I think that's probably up there. Dornock is as a full brother to a classic winner. I've already produced a video about this one at Dornock. So I'd love this horse to run well. If this horse won by 10 lengths, I'd be delighted. Because then I'll be sitting there with Dornock in my back pocket, thinking, lovely jubbly. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, $2.3 million, a lovely price. And this is one where you can just tell this horse oozes class through the pedigree. The dam of it, they just rolled off your tongue. I had to keep writing on this one. Every dam I looked at, group race winner. Dam Heavenly Love is a Group 1 winner at 2. Second dam Darling My Daughter was also a dual Group 1 winner at 2. The second dam, she's also the dam of a Group 2 winner already, called Forever Darling. The third dam, called Roaming Rachel, well, she was a Group 1. She was a Group 1 winner as well at 4, and she was a Group 2 winner at 3. And she's also the dam of Zeno Rob Roy, a Japanese superstar horse, Japanese 4-time Group 1 winner, called Zeno
What was
Rob
the name
Roy.
of that horse?
What the Japanese
What
horse?
was the name? Mm-hmm.
Zeno Rob Roy. Sadly, no longer with us. The fifth dam, Piers Lady, is also the fourth dam of the 2007 champion 3-year-old filly and the 2008 champion sprinter, bit of speed, turn of foot, Indian Blessing. Has to be a candidate, has to be. Can't see how it can't be. From Family 2B. You've seen it run well in the Remsen. Is the Remsen good form? It's hard to tell at this stage. But looking at the pedigree of the first two, and they were a long way clear, the first two in that, weren't they? I mean, I've watched it 3 or 4 times in my Remsen video. I don't know. I can't remember this horse being in Coolmore colours on that day. They might have bought it after that run, which is entirely possible.
Well, that could be.
Yeah, I've watched the race a few times. I was only watching mine, Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I remember it being a long way back and it finishing at the end, and then Sierra Leone actually headed Dornock, I think, that day. I think people will find if they watch the race. But Dornock battled back and just got up on the line.
Just enough.
It's an interesting race, to say the least. The next horse, Moonlight, I think is looking to me as though he could be more of a yardstick, really. He's only won 1 out of his 4 starts. He's had 2 solid efforts in group races on his last 2 starts. He's second in a Group 3 on his penultimate start. And then he was 4th in a Group 2 in the Remsen. So that's, again, ties in with the one above it. This one cost a more reasonable $285,000. I mean, what have you got on this one, Monica, before we have a look at the pedigree? What do you make of this one?
It's by Audible. That's been a few years back, but we remember Audible. Out of Sundown it's got Tappet on the dam side. It's won 7 points already, like you said, second place at Churchill Downs and 4th in the Remsen. It's going to be ridden by Florent Giroux, Todd Pletcher trained. Its morning line's 12-1, and it's owned by Town and Country Racing and Madaket Stables. That's what I got.
Yep. I mean, to me, I couldn't find enough in it to suggest that it was top class. It's actually a half brother to the Russian 2,000 Guineas winner. Side by Into Mischief, this horse is daytime, and it's running in Russia. It won the Russian 2,000 Guineas. It's in 2021. It's incredible what people find when they look. It really is sometimes. I'm just thinking, wow, how did this horse, side by one of the best sires in America, end up in the hands of these Russian Guineas winning owners? I mean, if horses could talk, this horse could write a book, I reckon. The horse The horse is called Daytime. I think it got injured the race after that. I don't know if it's at stud or not. The site I was looking at, where I look at my stallions, Aryan pedigrees, doesn't have Russian stallions on it. So I don't know if it's in Russia or not. The dam is actually unraced. Then I had to go all the way back to the 6th dam to find something then. 6th dam Tap Day is also the dam of a horse that won the Belmont in 1964 called Quadrangle. Not for me, this one. I had to pass on this one.
It's got an interesting history, though.
Yeah, well, the brother has. Daytime's had a life, I bet.
Yeah.
But this one's been going around behind Dornock and Sierra Leone in the Remsen Stakes. Really quite tame, really, I think, compared to the life Daytime's had, I should imagine. Right, I'll let you start on the next one, Monica. Real Men Violin. What have you got for this one?
Okay, number 6 horse, Real Men Violin, Kentucky bred. Going to be ridden by Brian Hernandez, trained by Kenny McPeak, owned by Tilted Shamrock Stables, bred Newtown Anner Stud.
Yeah, I mean, you quite like this one, don't you? I remember you telling me you quite like this one, don't you?
There's something about it. I think it's like a classic pianist Mendelssohn, maybe. I don't know. It's by Mendelssohn out of Meg Fitz. It's another tappet on the bottom side of the dam. It's had 6 starts, 1 first, 4 seconds, 1 third. It's already earned $216,825. It seems to be kind of like a late developer. You know, it might have been born later. It's coming along, but not quite there yet. It was second in the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes. And its speed figure was in that race was 95. That's sort of what I've got here. What are you thinking on the pedigree side?
Well, yeah, I can see why the horse has piqued your interest, because it has got an interesting pedigree, to say the least, and it is running. It is running. I've not looked at I've not watched one of its races, but I can tell by the way it's campaigned that it is running exactly how a horse of this pedigree would I expect to run. Its family, the family down here, 3N. And the horse cost $110,000. The second dam is the dam of a horse that won the Wood Memorial in 2009, called I Want Revenge. Unfortunately, again, though, the horse died before taking up stallion duties in Indiana in 2018. So it's not just when they're exported. You know, this horse, they only tried to move it across America. And, you know, these horses are very temperamental things. Yeah, very highly strung creatures. They like their own environments. But the reason I think what I'm thinking is that the horse has actually got an Argentinian pedigree. You know, yeah, it's when you get back to the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th dam, all Argentinian horses. So I've had a good look at this horse on Studbrook Argentina. I had a good look at it because I can do things like that on that site. This horse here is quite well bred American Argentinian horse. You know, so there is better though out there. But yeah, I can see, and you can tell it's acting like an Argentinian horse. It's taking its racing. It's had 6 races already. It's consistent. The horse has never been out the first 3. You know, exactly the sort of profile I would expect from an Argentinian horse. You know, people have heard me talk about these before that watch these. I've always been strong on Argentinian horses. They're proud people. They're shrewd people. They don't like getting beat. They know their bloodlines. They're clever. You know, they've got, you know, the horses like Blue Prize went very close in a Breeders' Cup for me and won a couple of races. Didier, still going round now. She won last week, another Argentinian mare. You know, the Argentinian mare that was related to Blue Prize before I was actually following racing properly, actually won at the Breeders' Cup from the family of Halo. You know, one of the best one of the top sires in Argentina, Southern Halo or something. You know, there's some top class bloodlines out there. This one just looks solid as a rock, doesn't it? Absolutely solid as a rock. I found out there wasn't related to many good horses in Argentina, though. Not many classic winners. The fourth dam, Very Dark. She is also the second dam of the horse that won the 2004 Argentinian Derby. Mile and a half again, called Basco Pinton. A lovely name for a horse. And I think this horse will stay forever. It'll be game, it'll be genuine, solid rather than spectacular. I've got written down here, and I think that sums the horse up quite well. I think something's going to have to be genuine and good to beat this. If this horse ain't in the first three, I think it's a good race.
It's got good bones.
Yeah, he's solid. Argentinians, they know what they're doing. And there's a Wood Memorial winner as well in 2009. The horse just doesn't win often enough for me, though. 1 out of 6. That's the only thing that worries me.
But I said he's kind of like a late developer, kind of.
Well, yeah, there's no doubt in the Argentinian.
Maybe
Maybe it's. I think the US breeders know that with Argentinian horses that they improve with age as well, because normally they've won Argentinian classics at 3 before the American people even buy them, haven't they? This horse has never raced in Argentina. It was born in America, like you said. It's just that from the second dam onwards, they were all Argentinian. So the Americans have had this. The Americans have had this dam line for one generation, really, and they've already got a Wood Memorial winner out of it. That was the one that was imported. The first Argentinian dam, the second dam, they imported her, and then they folded a Wood Memorial winner out of her. I Want Revenge. It died at stud, and then nobody knows, do they? But yeah, interesting horse, very interesting. The next one I'm going to let you talk about first because I've not really got much on this one. Is Hall of Fame, Monica.
Okay. Let's see. At number 7 is Hall of Fame, Kentucky bred. It sold as a yearling for $1,400,000. It's been lightly raced. It's had only 2 starts, 1 first and 1 second. It's going to be ridden by Ricardo Santana. Trainer is Steve Asmussen. It's another one of Mrs. John Tabor and Company, the syndicate. Its morning line is 6-1. It's by Gunrunner out of Flag Day by Giants Causeway. It could be, it's, the morning line's 6-1, but it possibly could be the favorite later, closer to the race.
Yeah.
Its top speed figure was 97. It won or got a second in a special maiden weight at the fairgrounds. So it's already ran at the fairgrounds in a race. So it should be comfortable, racing there. That's pretty much what I have. I think it's got one of the higher top speed figures for this group of horses in this race.
Yeah, I mean, this horse to me is always going to be the sort of horse that's dangerous for me because I know very little about it. And some very, very shrewd people paid $1.4 million for it. So that kind of made me determined to try and work out why they'd done that. Because the horse is one of them American dam lines, A14. It's not a European dam line at all. So it very traces back to very little. And at first glance, I couldn't find anything. So I thought, this is not right. There must be something here that's good. So I went away, I had to sit down, thought, well, it's one of them that's just worked well on the day and they've bought it out at an auction for 1.4 million. I couldn't find anything in its pedigree to suggest it was worth that. Do you know what I mean? But I had another look and I found that the third dam, Compete, she managed to sire a dam of a Group 3 winner called Lady Digby. There's also another horse, a second dam of the dual Group 1 winner and 2018 New York Horse of the Year, Diversified horse was called. And that was retired to Old Friends Farm, your stomping ground, in 2019. This one I don't know anything about. It's very tricky for me to weigh up these sort of horses. Out of all these race courses that we've looked at in these 2 races, this is the only one on an American bred dam line. That just goes to show you how rare these dam lines are in the history of racing. Yeah, they're not started from European Foundation mares. Some American started these up himself or herself back in the 17th century. And I don't know anything about it. They don't win classics. There's not many classic winners on them that I found, on any of them, really. They're tricky pedigrees. I don't really. I learn every time I look at them. Do you know what I mean? So they're always fascinating. But to me, I don't know. Just put interesting for powerful connections on a rare US bred dam line. What else can I put? I wouldn't know enough about its form opinion on it. I'll pass on it. There's that other one that all press found one for me. It's called Annapolis or something. Do you remember that one that went round a year or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
Annapolis.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one. That's an
Mm-hmm.
American bred one. And he sent it to me, and I said, I don't know. This is one of them dodgy American ones, mate. I don't know enough about them. So this is another one. It doesn't mean to say they're not any good. It just means to say that
Right.
I'd rather not give a view because I don't really. There's nothing to go on.
Right.
If people
It's
look at
lightly raised too. So
they're in the history. They're like I said. How many horses have we looked at? We've looked at 18 horses, 7 in the Rachel Alexandra, and 11 or 12 here. And this is the only one that's from them. They are rare horses, Monica.
mm-hmm.
There's just not many of them. The next one, Catching Freedom. That's actually won a listed race. That one has. That's won the listed Smarty Jones Stakes. I noticed on its last start.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly certain you get points for that. So how's this one doing? How's this one looking for you, Smarty Jones?
Okay. Catching Freedom, number 8, Kentucky bred. Morning line's 5-1. It's by Constitution out of Catch My Drift by Pioneer of the Nile. It has had 3 starts and 2 firsts. It's going to be ridden by Luis Saez, trainer Brad Cox. Owner is the All Ball Family Stables. It was bred by Windstar Farms. It had a workout on February 10th at the fairgrounds, 5 furlongs, 1 minute straight. Breezing, good workout. It was 6 out of 45 horses that ran the 5 furlongs. It's already had 10 points in the tallies for Derby points. The 2 wins, what you mentioned on New Year's Day was the Smarty Jones Stakes. That's where he was getting some points there. I thought, in you mentioned this too, Smarty Jones Stakes was a listed race. I was thinking that was a graded race at one point in time. They must have bumped it down.
Yeah, it happens all the time. We relegate and bump races down all the time. I mean, if the horses aren't good enough to run in it, they just relegate it. Races
I
get promoted and relegated. No, it just happens all the time. Yeah, I wasn't sure, to be honest, but now you've said it, I tend to agree with you.
They base that on the quality of horses they get in those races. So,
yeah, but that's not the way. That's not the way to assess the race, man. You need to assess the race.
No.
My opinion is you can't assess the race until they've all run at least 10 times after it. It should be assessed on what their figures are at the end of their career. Because if you've got like a horse that's ran once, yeah, and it's got no rating at all, and then it goes and wins that race by 20 lengths, and then it goes and wins the Kentucky Derby by 15 lengths, how's that going to help the Smarty Jones race? It's not. They're trying to expose the horses before they run in the races. That's an argument that the European trainers have been taking to the pattern committee for years, saying if we sometimes run unraced horses in these races. Not so much in America. It doesn't happen so much in America, but sometimes we run unraced races in there. If we run a field of unraced race horses in this race, then what are you going to do? They're not saying you're making it up as you go along, but they're not saying far off it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is an interesting horse, though. I think they paid quite a lot of money for it, didn't they? $575,000 on family line 42. I had to have a good dig for that one. 42. It starts at 1. Number 1 has got nearly 20 on it. It goes all the way to 1x. This one's on 42. You can imagine how far I had to scroll down the page to find this one. The dam of it was third in the Group 1 Beldame Stakes. That's a good race, that is. And she's also the dam of a horse that won the Grade 3 Ohio Derby last year. A horse called Bishop's Bay by Uncle Mo. So there's a Group 3 winning Derby trial horse winner there, and quite closely related to this. The fourth dam is one of your dams, Monica, one of your sturdy 50s and 60s dams. The fourth dam, Sig Run, raced 48 times in her life for over $400,000 prize money. What a girl. You know, she had a good career, didn't she? Doing what she loved 48 times, and she was obviously quite good at it as well. She won nearly £400,000 back in them days. A good sturdy dam. The eighth dam, April View, she is also the second dam of the 1968 Irish Thousand Guineas winner Front Row. But to me, that's all I could find. There wouldn't be enough in there for me to suggest that this was a classic horse.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. Nice horse, listed winner, but I don't know. I think it will do well if it can do what the other one did. That other one last year won the Group 3 Ohio Derby. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if this horse proved to be sort of a similar level to that. Whether that's good enough to win the Group 2 Wiz Star Stakes is another question, isn't it?
Right.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius to work out that maybe what could happen is they run it, if they've upped it up in class from a listed race, it gets beat in this race, and then the natural thing to do after that would be to try it in a Group 3, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
After being beat in a Group 2. Interesting. But I don't
already
fancy
got 10 points.
Yeah. Might get a few more, mightn't it, in this race? Catching Freedom. But to me, I couldn't really have it. The next one, I couldn't really have either. I don't know what you make of this one, Cardinal. What do you make of this one, Monica? And then I'll tell you why I couldn't fancy it.
Okay. Cardinal, Kentucky bred, out of by Spikestown, which is a good line. Spikestown just died not too terribly long ago.
Brilliant
out
stallion.
Of Foolish Living.
Brilliant stallion.
Out of Foolish Living by Magdaglia Dioro.
Oh yeah, your favourite stallion, rearing its head. Lovely. I do like it when you have to say that.
Epic.
You enjoy pronouncing that one, don't you?
I don't.
What's it called again? What's it called again?
Magdalena Dioro.
One day I'm going to make you pronounce the. One day I'm going to make you read the Sri Lankan cricket team.
Cardinal is going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt. Trained by Todd Pletcher. Owned by Stone Street Stables. That's about all I got on this one.
Yeah, it seems to be another of their homebreds again. It's not been sold at a pattern auction, public auction.
Okay.
I noticed.
Okay.
But again, couldn't have it. There's not enough there for me. It's on family line 8H. The dam was placed in a Group 2 though. And she's also the dam of a Group 1 fourth, Group 2 and Group 3 placed horse called Untreated. The fifth dam was a Group 3 winning 2-year-old from the family of Triple Crown winner Whirlaway. But you've got to go back to the 12th dam. Princess Ormond foaled in 1912 to get on that line. I mean, to me, others look much stronger than that. There's Group 2 and Group 3 placed in the pedigree. Group 3 winning 2-year-old, Group 2 place. A horse beaten in a claimer. I mean, I think perfectly honest, it'd be a surprise if this horse won, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say. The next one, what have you got about the next one, Monica? We've got a couple left, didn't we? Resilience. What do you make of that one, Monica? Resilience.
You go ahead on this one.
Okay, we have a look at that. Resilience. What took a while to get off the mark, didn't he? 1 out of 4, one on his last start. And this is one where similar to the Godolphin filly we looked at the first one. You know, it's his first run in pattern company. So to me, it's just got to look at the pedigree really to see if it's a pattern quality horse. And I couldn't be convinced that it wasn't. until I'd seen it run a few times at that level. It's from family 3N. The second dam, called Tranquility Lake, won 7 pattern races, including 2 Grade 1s. And she's also the dam of dual Grade 1, Grade 2, and Grade 3 winning stallion, Courageous Cat. Still at stud now, he is, the old boy. I found him on Arian pedigree. He's still going. Sire of 8 individual stakes winners. There's another stallion as well, you see. Dual Grade 1, Dual Grade 2, and Dual Grade 3 winner, Aftermarket. That one's gone to Turkey. Side of 14 individual stakes winners in America, though, and 5 graded winners. And it's been sold as a stallion to Turkey.
Mm.
The third dam is also the third dam of dual Grade 2 winning stallion in Japan, Silport. Now, I can see this line produces stallions. Why would it not be in a pattern race? Sire of 2 stakes winners only, I could find. And she is also the third dam of 2 Japanese mares that have been running quite well. Japanese Group 2 winner called Cafe Brilliant. And she herself foaled a Grade 2 Japanese winner called Sound of Heart. The fourth dam foaled a Belmont winner. 1983 Belmont winner called Caveat. Also, I know nothing about. If people
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it, have you?
Mm-hmm.
It must be quite good then. Through the 8th dam double rows. If you go back, people go back through the 8th dam double rows, it brings in horses that were good in the 50s, 60s, and 70s later, like Dante. Dante won the English Derby, and the horse was so good that they named the Premier UK Derby trial after him, the Dante Stakes at York. I think he won the Dante in the 40s. He won the Derby in the 40s, I think. And there's a couple of good German Guineas winner in there that I remember as a kid. Pacino was a good horse, and so was DuPont. Probably mean nothing to Americans, but they were good horses in Germany. Very good horses. Could be. Why would this horse not be a pattern race horse? I need to watch it go round a few times on that pedigree, I think. What have you got on the horse? Has it been doing any good workouts or anything?
Yeah, it's working out. It's working out good.
Well, it'll be one of them that we have to wait and see on the day, I suppose. But I'm looking forward to it. What about the next one, Monica? What have you got written on this one? Track Phantom.
What is it?
Track Phantom.
Track Phantom. Yeah. I don't have anything on this one. I know it's won some races, but I didn't really look this one up.
No, I mean, I had a quick little glance through it. But I noticed it won that Lecomte Stakes, Group 3, last start. It cost £500,000. The dam was decent. Group 1 place, Group 2 winner, the dam was. The fifth dam was Group 3 placed. But when I looked to see any other horses that it was bred by or found on the classics through history, I couldn't find any. So I've sort of dismissed this one. Okay. And the last one, B Dancer. B Dancer's the cheapest horse I could find, though. It's won 1 out of 1 races, and it only cost them $14,000.
Woo!
Yeah, exactly. We could have bought this one. Set up for a maiden win, $14,000 on family 9F. The second dam was third in a Group 3. The third dam is also the dam of a stallion, champion turf horse in Canada of 2003, called Perfect Soul. Side 7 stakes winners. The fifth dam, Queen Louis. Well, she was the champion 1970 2-year-old filly of Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, back when Secretariat was born in Canada in the 70s, wasn't he? She is also the fifth dam of Grade 2 and Grade 3 winning current stallion, the Player. Well, I say that, use that term loosely. The horse has sired about 13 foals in 3 years, according to Arian pedigrees. It's just a stallion that nobody seems to be using. But all that for $14,000. You'd be well chuffed if you bought that, wouldn't you? Especially if it won first time out. Why would you not run it here?
Right.
But for me, I think it could be they could be in for a shock. I'd love it to run well for them. But for me, I don't really fancy it, Monica. What about you, the last one, and then we'll move on to some selections and then we'll finish.
Okay.
What about this? What about you on that one, Bee Dancer?
I didn't really think much of it, really.
No, same as that. Right, what I'll do then is I'll say thank you very much, Monica, for taking part in this session. And I'll put the intro screen up for 30 or 40 seconds, and then we'll be back with a very short selection segment, and then we'll be back with that, and then we'll end the video. Thank you very much, everybody, and take care. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing... Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're still joined by Monica McCarthy, all the way from Illinois. We're going to just give some selections quickly now, and people have to do quite well to watch this after I've uploaded it before the races actually start. But we've done it now, so we will carry on. Rachel Alexandra Stakes, you happy to do that one first, Monica?
Which one?
Rachel Alexandra?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give the selections first, and then you can do that, as long as we do that race first, yeah? I mean, the Rachel Alexandra, to me, there's only 7 runners in it. I'm not really going to give 3 in this race. I'll just give 1 in this race. It's not really a race I'm that strong on, to be honest. Very tricky. Tarifa, I'm looking for the Godolphin horse to run well, as always, really. Tarifa, I'm hoping that runs well, number 1. And out of all the other contenders, the only other one I would look to take any interest in would be Intricate. It's related to Monomoy Girl and a Breeders' Cup winner. It's only 2 places in this country for 7-runner race. So I will give, I think those 2, Tarifa and Intricate. Monica, what do you fancy in there, Rachel Alexandra?
I like Intricate. That'd be my pick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you only going to pick 1 in this race as well, yeah?
Well, we can throw West Omaha in just for...
Yeah, because I remember you were being quite strong on that one. Okay, then, and then we'll end the broadcast then with the Risen Star. Monica, you can go first for this one, Risen Star. What's your pick 3 for the Risen Star, the Derby trial?
Sure. I like Sierra Leone.
Okay.
With the blinkers on. And I like Real Men Violin. That was no mystery.
Yeah.
And then I also like Tizzy Indy.
Okay, so that's to clarify. That is Tizzy Indy, the Argentinian bred horse. What the name of it escapes me.
Sierra Leone.
Real Men Violin, and Sierra Leone, the Remsen runner-up. Sorry. I mean, I'm going to try. I like Honor Marie. I can't see how Honor Marie can't run well, and Sierra Leone as well. I'll have to follow you in on Sierra Leone definitely. And third one is, to me, Resilience. And I'm all about potential, really.
Yeah.
So I'll try Resilience as well. But they look very tricky races to me. Very tricky.
I think there's a lot of talent in here.
Possibly. You know, it's a Group 2 race. People would be disappointed if they weren't. and it's also the first 50-point race, so people can go a long way to booking their place in the Kentucky Derby by winning this race. The horses from this point on are only going to get better. This is a good opportunity for someone to sneak a few points in, and it'll be interesting to see who does manage to sneak those points in. Right, Monica, I'm going to end this broadcast here. Can I just say thank you very much for taking the time to join us? Better late than never. We've managed to get the broadcast done. I will upload it now onto the YouTube channel, and hopefully, I think there was 3 hours when I last looked about 25 minutes ago. There was 3 hours to the race, Rachel Alexandra Stakes. So hopefully, if it takes say 20 minutes to upload, that'll give people 2 hours to watch it. But they might have to skip a bit of it to get to the selections, mightn't they? And I've not got time to stop it, edit the selections, and then just put that bit up. Not enough time. But we've got it done in the end. Good luck with your selections, Monica. And hopefully you'll be back at some point along the Derby trial, heading towards the trials, and then hopefully getting towards the classics.